everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we have got an unboxing from Schwerter Orchids in Germany. Now I'm super excited to unbox this haul for you guys because I've never ordered from Schwerter before and I've heard so many good things about them that I couldn't resist placing an order. Mainly for one orchid, I've got to be honest, but when I'm placing an order for one orchid, inevitably I add about 5 because of postage, right? So you can see behind this, I have now got a whiteboard to record the number of days that I have managed to go without making an orchid purchase. So I'm going to feature this in some of my videos to try and kind of keep me in line with my orchid ordering. I don't think it's going to work, but I am up for trying anything to give it a shot because I'm rapidly running out of space, guys. Like, the problem is, I order things and then I make space for them, and then because I've made that space, I'm like, oh, now I can fit more orchids in there. But there comes a point where I'm gonna end up filling the orchid room and spilling over into other rooms, which, I mean, it's already happened, but I'm not sure exactly how many rooms I can take over before it becomes a little bit too much. So I'm gonna try and like curb the orchid purchasing for things that I really need in my collection now. So I guess I'm at the point now where I'm not going to actively look for orchids, but if something comes up that I really need, like for example recently I've ordered a Cloecia because I've not got one of those, or a Cattleya dowiana came up recently that I had to get, of course. So yeah, I'm going to try, but you know me, when I say there's not going to be any more orchid orders, there are going to be more orchid orders, but I'm going to try, like I'm going to give it a good effort. So, as I've said, I've never ordered from Schwerter before. They had one orchid that I really wanted. We've got quite a lot of orchids in this box though. So, just to run through the kind of ordering process and how that went really smoothly. Placed the order, got a confirmation email straight away saying your order will be shipped Tuesday. It will be with you by the end of the week. So it was shipped Tuesday, and then it's Thursday today and it's arrived in the UK from Germany. So 2 days shipping, which is pretty amazing. And that's pretty much the turnaround on the order. I placed the order, it was dispatched pretty much the same day and I've received it 2 days later. So I don't think you can really get faster than that from a different country. It's had to cross a body of water. So yeah, pretty amazing so far. So these orchids have not been stressed by transport. They've not been in transport for very long at all. So let's see what's inside here. Okay, so this is a little invoice of my order and they were all really good value. The only things that I did notice was the Cattleyas are about €25 each for the adult plants, and I had initially added about 5 Cattleyas to my basket because they had loads that I really wanted and loads of very interesting hybrids. And then I was like, wow, that's a lot of money just on Cattleyas. So I took most of them out and I think I've just got one and a seedling. So yeah, but for the most part, everything else was super good value. So we'll see what sort of size plants I get for that. So lots of bubble wrap on the top there. Okay, so if I just do this, this is packed in layers. So we've got the first layer with 3 orchids on the top. So if I just do this in layers. Okay, so this is the first one. You can see roots poking out the bottom there. What do you think I've ordered? Let me guess. This one might be a Vanda. Ooh. Oh, so this is their Rynchorides Rapeepath, which is actually a really interesting hybrid of the Rynchorides Bangkok Sunset. So I'll pop the parentage up on screen and a picture of the flowers. But yeah, it's quite a nice size little orchid considering what I paid for it. Needs to be hydrated as soon as possible. Yeah. there's no tag, but I only ordered one seedling size Cattleya, and that was the Cattleya dowiana crossed with lueddemanniana. And I'll put a picture of that cross up on screen if I can get one. So that must be this. Yeah, no tags falling out of the packaging, so it doesn't have a tag, but it must be that one. Just double checked, it did have a tag that had fallen out of the... It was taped to the outside of the packaging. So that one is the Encyclia Rene Marquez crossed with Cattleya schilleriana. Now, this one was one of their special offer ones on the website. I think it's around €5 for that little plant. I thought it was a really interesting cross, so I added it to the basket. So, yeah, it looks like a very healthy little plant. Obviously, we've got a few years probably to wait till bloom size, but I'm willing to wait for that. I'm happy with that one. So this one is the Cattleya lueddemanniana crossed with Cattleya dowiana. It's also called Cattleya Kienestiana. So this is the hybrid between Cattleya lueddemanniana and dowiana. So that's a pretty good size. That's probably quite near to blooming size, to be honest. I think it was advertised about 18 months away from blooming size, but I would say that that's probably closer to 1 year from blooming size. It's quite a good sized plant. That new growth is quite sizable. And it's kind of falling out of the pot, but I can see lots of healthy new root tips there. Oh, so this one is a little Angraecum that I ordered, and I was a bit hesitant about ordering it because it was mounted. But I thought, well, if I can get it off the mount and grow it in a pot, that'll be absolutely fine. And it looks like it's not actually that attached to the mount. Like, there are a few little root tips attached to the mount, but for the most part, the roots aren't actually attached, I think. I think it's just strapped on there. So this should be quite an easy dismount, which I'm happy about because I find it very difficult to grow plants mounted. And I really wanted the Angraecum leonis for quite some time, but it's not the easiest one to track down, I'll be honest. Like, it comes up occasionally. It's not super rare, but I just love the shape of the leaves. Like, they're beautiful. It's like a palm tree. It's really gorgeous. They're really succulent. Like, there's no like leaf joint at all. It's literally, that's the leaf. Love it. They're beautiful. So this, I saw Miss Orchid Girl's Angraecum leonis, which is kind of what made me want one. But hers, I think, looked a little bit different. So maybe there are different forms. I don't know. I'll have to double check her video. I thought that she said that hers had like a tight leaf joint, which would be difficult if there were any pests or anything. But mine doesn't seem to have a leaf joint at all. This is just the leaf. This isn't like a folded over leaf. Got a new leaf starting at the crown there. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It's got new roots just starting, so I'll take that off the mount as soon as possible and I'll pop it in a pot with a bark sphagnum mix, I think, since that's working really well for my other Angraecum eburneum. Oh, so this is another one of their special offer plants, which is about €5 at the moment. The Chysis bruennowiana. Now, or Chysis, I think it would be pronounced. So I've never had any desire to own a Chysis, but I wanted to try a few different orchids, and seeing that this one was really reasonably priced, €5 for I think it's quite a near flowering size orchid according to the description, I thought I'd give it a go because I'm really trying to try out new and interesting species. Oh, this one feels a bit damp. Going on here. It's like super floppy. Oh, Ooh, hello. I'm scared that this is going to break because it's really like pendant. I don't know if it's Is it meant to be like that? I think it is. It seems to be like when I was doing research before I did actually place the order. Yeah, I did actually research it. Oh, lots of... Oh, no, we got a broken root. That's okay. We've got lots more. It's fine. Oh, it's really like super heavy. I'm really worried that it's going to snap. I guess it's grown that way. Just don't want to put too much pressure on it. So, yeah. So I've heard that these are super prone to spider mites because they're in, I don't think they're in the same family as Catasetums, but they look very similar, don't they? They have a similar kind of leaf structure. And yeah, apparently these grow pendant. And yeah, you can see the little damaged root tip there, but we have lots more, so it's fine. So I'm not sure exactly how to treat this. As far as I've read, it doesn't actually go through a winter dormancy as such. Like, it can lose its leaves, but it doesn't need the same sort of dormancy as a Catasetum. So, and it quite often won't lose its leaves in winter. It depends on the conditions. So yeah, it's an interesting one. And the flowers look really pretty, so we will give it a try. I'm not sure what it's packed in. I don't know what to... I'm guessing I just pop this in like... sphagnum moss? If it's like a Catasetum? I don't know. I can see some webbing, so I think we might have some spider mites. So this one's going to get treated. I don't know if you can see. There's like a web just here, which I think I've just broken. But yeah, we will see. I'm not sure which one the new growth is. I guess this is the oldest growth, and then have we got two new growths, or is one like a seedling growth? It's got really cute little fuzzy roots. They're kind of like Paphiopedilum roots. Super fuzzy. Yeah, so that's a really interesting one, and that's a pretty good size for €5. So yeah, we will have to see how this one goes. I think I'm going to hang it. Like, this is... I mean, that's going to require hanging, isn't it? It's fine. I've ordered some pot hangers with this order, actually, because they had some. So, yeah, this will be hung. Looks like all the roots that ventured outside the pot have broken off, but that's fine. We've got lots of roots. It's kind of what I like about ordering new genuses. You never know, like, quite what to expect when you get them. Oh, and this is the Cattleya that I couldn't take out of my basket. Even though my head was saying, take it out of your basket, you've got a lot of Cattleyas. I couldn't. I'll pop the picture up on screen. It's, like, beautiful. It's yellow and white, and it's got almost like... The lip is kind of like the dowiana. Oh, okay, I can see why the Cattleyas are €25. Okay, well that is pretty cool. Oh, we've got a sheath. None of the other growths have dried sheaths that I can see, but this one has a sheath. Doesn't have anything in yet. Oh, and it's got lots of new growths on the side there as well. So this is a really good size. Oh, and another one there. So we've got 3 new growths that I can see at the moment. And potentially a sheath on the newest pseudobulb to mature. Well, definitely a sheath, but whether or not it will have any buds in is to be determined. What should we go for next? Oh. Okay. Oh, this one is the Dendrobium Machado. Ooh. Okay, so that's a pretty cool plant. I've wanted one of these again for a while. It's got lots and lots of new growths. Oh, this one's broken. That might not mature anymore because the crown is damaged. But yeah, look at all the new growths on that. It's pretty spectacular. It's mounted on like a piece of really big piece of bark. But luckily, I think I can probably sit that into a basket. I'm going to have a little play with what I can do with this, but I want to basket it. Really beautiful. That's the tag. Yeah, it's got loads and loads of new growths. Or I don't know how, they're not cakeys as such. It's got quite an unusual growth habit, and I've no experience at all with this sort of vanda. So yeah, trying new things. Apparently it's a really high light vanda, like it needs a lot of light. So these are the pot hangers that I ordered for the more pendant type flowers, and also to make better use of my grow light lit shelving area that I've got. Okay, and this one, oh, this is the reason for the order. So yeah, I've wanted this for quite some time, and I found one and couldn't get it because it was in Thailand. And yeah, the flowers on this are amazing. I'm trying out new winter resting type dendrobiums, and I'm still unsure how much of a winter rest this one needs, or if it needs one. Both of them are deciduous parents, and they bloom on the leafless canes. So this is going to be my first dendrobium of that type. So yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure whether the canes lose their leaves over a 1 year, like a rest cycle, or a several years, because these bottom ones are all leafless. But then the top ones, that one's leafless. Yeah, I don't know. It's my first ever dendrobium of this type, so I'm excited to try it out and see how we go with it. Oh, and we've got a couple of new little growths at the base there. Just like in between them. So all of these so far are pretty amazing. Yeah, this was one of the most expensive ones on the order. This was the whole reason that I ordered this haul from Schwerter. So you've got a new growth there. And there's another tiny little nubbin starting just here. And then there's another one just in there. So it's got 3 new growths starting. And that's a really nice big cane there. Yeah. This is going to be interesting, and it's so this is the same situation that I had with that Cattleya violacea. Oh no, it's in like a coconut husk mount thing inside a net pot, so that's going to be super fun to get out. I am not excited for unpotting that at all. Okay. Oh, okay, I didn't realise this was mounted. That's probably me not looking at the description, but it's like on a... yeah. So this is Encyclia mariae crossed with Encyclia citrina. And the flowers of this one are gorgeous. I also didn't realise it was that small. So this one also looks like it's well and truly attached to this. So this is going to be fun to remove. Yeah, so I might make an unmounting video soon, guys. So for most of my vandas that I bought mounted, I try to disturb them as little as possible, and if I can, I just put the whole mount into a basket and just fill around it with bark. I'm trying to figure out what the last one in here is. Oh, I know what this is. I didn't realise it was going to be this big though. So I ordered an Aerides lawrenciae because my Aerides are doing super well for me and I love them so much. And they just seem so easy to take care of. But I did not realise it was going to be this big. I thought it was going to be a small orchid. Like, my two Aerides at the moment are small and I've got them potted. And they love it. They love that extra moisture that a pot provides. And just looking at this now, I can kind of tell that I'm not going to be able to pot this. It's going to have to go into a basket. I can see a huge root system on this. Gosh. I keep getting huge orchids that I'm not anticipating being this big. Usually it's the opposite problem for me. I buy an orchid and I'm like, oh, is this it? I thought it was going to be bigger. Okay. Oh my goodness. So this was like €25, I believe. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at the root system on this. So I thought it was quite cheap because it had like a notice saying it had just been imported, it had a bit of damage to the leaves and it still needed to grow. I will put up the description on screen. Yeah, wow. Let's get this out of its bag. I'm going to hang this from my curtain rail while we talk about this situation. Get a close-up of this. So, got one. So this is the main growth, I guess, although these are two growths very similar size. So 1, 2, 3, 4 4 directions of growth from that plant. Yeah, wow. And look at the roots. Incredible. Loads of new growing roots there. I saw earlier there was one root which had tips coming out of it. It was around this side. This one's got a new root tip emerging there. So yeah, this is like an amazing orchid. God. Okay guys, so that was my order from Schwerter in Germany, and overall I think everything was pretty much exactly as described, if not bigger and better, especially this Aerides lawrenciae. That's pretty amazing. I'm still kind of wowed by that. And here are the rest of my ordered orchids. So this one is the Fadenia mitrata, and that's obviously, you can see lots of new root growth, lots of new leaves on the plant. So overall that's an incredible plant with a really great root system. Got the €5 Chysis bruennowiana, which I think is incredible for €5. That's pretty amazing. It looks so fat and plump. It's like so fat it's just fallen over, basically. That's what it looks like. And then this one is the Cattleya Lueddemanniana crossed with dowiana. And it's got some weird mottling here, but I had a look on the other side of the leaf and it all looks okay. So I don't know if it's just burn like sunburn. Like, the other side of the leaf looks okay. It's not wet. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's fine. Like, it's totally fine. It's not an infection. And this one was the little Encyclia Rene Marquez crossed with Cattleya schilleriana. And this is the little Encyclia citrina crossed with mariae. And that's the Dendrobium secundum crossed with smilliae at the back there, the massive canes. And it's the little Angraecum leonis. And this monster is the Cattleya Fushu Glory Happy Holiday. Massive plant, really happy with that. So yeah, overall I am super happy with this order. Based on this order, I would definitely recommend Schwerter to everyone. Obviously, I can't really complain about anything. I've received it pretty much 2 days after ordering and all the plants are amazing. So I'll definitely be going back to them for a repeat order, but not soon because, you know, we've got to try and get that number of days with no orchid purchases number a little bit more up at the moment, because I've also got some eBay orders coming soon, which I will probably just show you guys once I've unboxed and everything. It's only 2 plants, so really excited to see how these grow. And obviously I'm trying out a few new species as well, so that's really exciting. And I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing video today and found it informative, and I love watching other people's unboxing videos, so I hope that mine are enjoyable, guys, because like this is how I love watching other people unbox their orchids and seeing what they've picked out, so that I can kind of, I know it sounds bad, but like get ideas to put on my wish lists and things like that. I know I shouldn't be like actively looking, but it's just really interesting seeing what orchids are available and what people buy, and yeah, I really enjoy it. So I hope that you've enjoyed this today. And if you did enjoy this and want to see more orchid related videos and unboxings, then give this video a like or subscribe to my channel for more regular orchid updates. So I will see you guys later. Bye!